Derek Draper death, Kate Garraway didn't give up, friend reveals. Kate Garraway is receiving the support of friends as she confronts the grief and absolute sadness following the loss of her husband. Derek Draper passed away on January 5 at the age of 56, nearly 4 years after falling severely ill with COVID. Following his passing, a circle of friends has been taking turns, ensuring that someone is with Kate during this challenging time. One of the friends, Claire Nasir, said, "She's devastated, she's broken. She's going from moments of real reflectiveness to moments where she's just crying." Speaking to Closer magazine, Claire said, "She's been fighting for the right for Derek to live for 4 years now. It was a heck of a long journey for her, and she was with him until he died. She didn't give up the fight until the very last moment." Kate and political advisor Derek married in 2005 and had 2 children, Darcy, 17, and Billy, 14. Claire said, "She's exhausted. When I was with her, she'd had very little sleep. She'd been at Derek's bedside night and day while trying to care for her family. What do you do? What do you say? There's no light for her at the moment, just grief and absolute sadness." The other weekend there was a lot of making tea and cooking. "We managed to play a couple of little games with the kids to add a little light." Kate waxed and waned, "It's just so sad to see, she's just broken." Kate Garraway's friend reveals heartbreaking steps they've taken since Derek's death. Kate Garraway's inner circle of friends have reportedly begun a rota to help the grieving presenter following the passing of her husband, Derek Draper. The former lobbyist and political activist passed away due to complications from COVID-19, which he contracted in March 2020. He was considered at one stage the sickest man in Britain with the virus, and was hospitalized for extended periods after contracting it. Kate Garraway's inner circle of friends have reportedly begun a rota to help the grieving presenter following the passing of her husband, Derek Draper. The former lobbyist and political activist passed away due to complications from COVID-19, which he contracted in March 2020. He was considered at one stage the sickest man in Britain with the virus, and was hospitalized for extended periods after contracting it. Today's top videos. Story continues below. Derek died on January 3, 2024, aged just 56 after suffering a heart attack just before Christmas. Following his passing, it has been reported that Kate's friends and TV have rallied around her to provide support following Derek's death, with weather presenter Claire Nasir saying that she and Kate's other friends are on a rota to take care of her. "Kate's devastated, she's broken," Claire told Closer magazine. "She's going from moments of real reflectiveness to moments where she's just crying because she's been fighting for the right for Derek to live for 4 years now." Claire also described how her and Kate's friends are rallying around her during this time. "The other weekend there was a lot of making tea and cooking. We managed to play a couple of little games with the kids to add a little light." Kate waxed and waned, "It's just so sad to see, she's just broken." The group understands how important it is to look after Kate in the aftermath of her loss because she was left absolutely exhausted and had been fighting for Derek to live until his very last moment. Derek leaves behind Kate and their 2 teenage children, Darcy and William. Kate's friend and Good Morning Britain co-host Ben Shepherd recently opened up about Kate's sweet conversation with Darcy, 17, about needing to register the death. "They are in the next stages of working out what happens," Ben explained last week. "There's a lot of admin to do when you lose someone. In that brilliant way yesterday, she said, I have to go out to go and register the death." She told Darcy, "I'm going to have to go out the house," and Darcy said, "I know this is going to be really hard, but can I make one suggestion?" She says, "Course you can, darling." And then Darcy said, "Can you take the Christmas jumper off and can you brush your hair?" She said to me, "The clocks stopped for us just before Christmas when Derek had that heart attack and she's just starting to come out of that." We all know that Kate in the run-up to Christmas wears a new Christmas jumper every day. She supports the charity. And suddenly she realizes yesterday that everything has been frozen in time since then. So now it's about the next part of his journey.